Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Oriole Technology Flight School. So we wanted to take a moment to show you the suite of GoGuardian, which many of us have access to, and you should be able to have access to as well. Essentially, GoGuardian allows us to sneak a peek into what your kids in your classroom are using their Chromebooks for when you're in class. So if they're virtual and you can't necessarily just pop in over by them and say, hey, make sure you're on task, you can see their Chromebooks and what they're doing and making sure they're on task from home. The main platform looks like this. So we'll walk you through on how to set up your classes, how to view and manage your classes, and some of those tools to get going with that. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is log in with your Google account. So we'll click on Log in with Google. And then, of course, accept your profile or your account. And you will get loaded here to their site. Now, I've already got 2 classes set up. And for those of you that are in the high school level versus middle school and grade school, basically those who are using Google Classroom and those who are not, a couple different things that are happening there. So let's say that you're going to set up a new classroom at the high school level and you are not using Google Classroom to automatically build those rosters. What we can do is we can click on Add Classroom. I'm going to call this Incubator EDU, and I'm going to call this Hour 2. Okay, you can select the subject if you want. That's really up to you. Different colors and scenes, no big deal. That's sort of just your layout and your backdrop and how pretty it looks. Hit Add Classroom. All right, so then the next thing I need to do is I'm going to add in my email. So a couple different ways you can do that. If you've got a CSV file downloaded basically a spreadsheet with emails in them, you can upload that. If you don't have many students, you can just add the emails, or if you want to send the kids the link, you can do it that way too. I find that it's easiest just to click on Add Emails because then I can handle it myself, and then it's done. I quickly added in some of my students for my second hour incubator students, and then what I'm going to do is then I'll say add students. You can continue to add more of that way as well. So I've got my 4 students here. As a teacher, your setup here, settings, those are those settings that you set up initially right off the bat. We can click on scheduling here to add schedules as to when these sessions start and end. Please note that when you're in GoGuardian, you only can actively see your kids during certain sessions. So, 4 hours at a time or 50 minutes at a time, whatever that class may be. So you can go through and add that schedule, or you can just launch it when you're in that class. For those of you that are using Google Classroom, to create a classroom, I'm going to click on Import from Google Classroom. So I've already set up my classes in Google Classroom. The kids are active in there. I'm going to click over here. You may have to reconnect your Google account to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'll select one of these. I'm going to import. So if you have multiple sections, and boom, there they all are. So I've got all these, a couple of kids in this section of Google Classroom. There's 8 of them. And again, you've got everything there. Let's see what they're doing. So everybody's offline, but Oliver, bless his soul, is watching Looney Tunes, the best of Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. Love that kid. It's good stuff. So what's really cool is once you complete a session, then you will get an email from GoGuardian a few minutes thereafter with a session summary. So compliments of Lauren Gulig, here's how we would close an app or a web page that a kid is on that we didn't want them on.
So I have a student that was questioning what time all of their groups were today. So I am just going to open up, copy and paste, and open up for her a new tab that has her schedule right in it. So there it is. Now on her page, it is opened up and she can find out what time all of her groups are today.
Hello, I am using the GoGuardian account right now, and I'm able to see all of my students' screens as to what they are on and what they are doing. Right now, I have a couple kids doing a STAR assessment, so I'm able to monitor them to make sure they're on the right window and doing what they're supposed to be doing. I am also taking this time right now to have my other students do their Lexia introduction, which is one of our intervention programs. So I'm able to go into my Lexia account. I'm able to see the students that are in the placement test right now. And then I can go back, and I've been using my GoGuardian to help make sure that they are staying on task or on topic, that they haven't jumped to a new screen. So right now I can see my friend here, it said he was in placement, but now it's showing that he just finished and he's going to a new site. I have another student who went on. I wanted to make sure that I have his results, and I do. So I know he's in there working some more on it with some of his minutes. I have another student right here. She is one that's in the middle of a placement. So I'm able to see she is doing what she is supposed to be doing. I also then, right now in the mornings, I take time out for my friends who are at home. I have a couple friends that are working already, doing what they're supposed to. So I'm able to turn on that chat feature. And I usually just like to check in with them. So I'm able to chat with them and just to give them a nice message. Great job working on your keyboarding. Keep up the great work. She's on task, she's on top of her, she's doing what she needs to do when she's at home. So this is my time that I get to just connect with the students that are not here with me.
So that is GoGuardian in a nutshell. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know, and we'll be happy to help you out and get going with GoGuardian. Enjoy.